Hey guys, it's Chris from Highline Guitars, and here's this week's quick tips for luthiers. In a recent quick tips, I talked about how I use glow-in-the-dark powder to make glow-in-the-dark fret marker dots. And that technique works out really well, but what I discovered afterwards is that it's kind of hard to see the marker dots in daylight. So I decided to try a slightly different approach, which is what I'm going to talk about in this quick tips. And what I did was I used a white plastic tube, which I inserted into the hole for the marker dot, and then I filled the inside of the tube with the glow-in-the-dark powder. That way, when it's sanded down flush, you have a white ring surrounding the glow-in-the-dark marker dot, and that will make the marker dot stand out much better in daylight. The polystyrene tubing that I'm using for this project is available from Evergreen Scale Models, and I purchased two different sizes, 5/32 outside diameter, and then that's for the top, and then for the sides 3/32 inch, and it's available in a wide range of different diameters, so you can pretty much pick what you feel is going to work best for your particular situation. But the way that I'm doing this is I will take the tubing and I will dip it into the glow powder and just sort of pack it in there very carefully. And then I will take my super glue, and this is just a thick viscosity super glue, and I will pour it into the hole. It doesn't take a lot. And then I will carefully position and then push that down into that hole. And I'll let it dry for about 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so once it's dry, I'm going to take a razor saw here and I'll just cut off the excess. And you can see there's the blue glow-in-the-dark powder has filled the tube, and then just to make sure, I'm going to take some water-thin CA glue and I'll just put a drop on there, let it soak in. I'll let that dry for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now once the CA glue has dried, I can go ahead and sand this down flush, and I'm just going to use a block of maple with a piece of, I think that's probably 150 grit sandpaper on it. And it's just a matter of sanding it down. And this is how the marker dots look with the lights on. And this is how they look when the lights are off. The glow will start to fade after about 20 or 30 minutes, but all it takes is about a minute to recharge it with a UV flashlight. For the side dots, I follow the exact same approach, except I use 3/32 inch diameter polystyrene tube.